Hello, folks, and welcome to today's live session. Today we're going to do the planning, so there will be no actual coding today, but we're going to create a plan for implementing it during the next session. So let me share the screen. Live session. Today we're going. Right. The tool that we're going to create the implementation plan for is a Slack bot for check-in, for team check-in, for the distributed teams, for the teams working in different time zones. The bot that is going to send messages to the team members at a specified time, asking them to answer questions about their mood, their drivers and restrainers, and the people who have helped them out during the day. So what we're going to do today, first of all, we're going to go over the product features and choose the ones that we're going to implement in the first place. Then we're going to dive into the planning for AI-assisted development using Cloud Code, and the outcome will be the implementation plan that we're going to give Claude during the live coding session and see it implementing the plan autonomously. The plan will include the actual development, testing, debugging, and fixing issues, and creating a live demo for us to review the functions of the created software. So let's dive in and let's look at the team check-in bot features that we would like to implement. And let's use this must have, should have, could have, and won't have prioritization. So what does the Slack bot needs to be able to do in the first place? So in the first place, it will have two users, the Agile coach and the team member. And as an Agile coach, I want to ask the team members to check in with me about their current mood, so that I could look at their replies and understand what is happening in the team. This is the general mood for today. As well, I want the team members to share what helps them in their current work and what brings them down. So what are the drivers and restrainers that they are experiencing in their work? And of course, I want to review the list of drivers and the list of restrainers for each team member. As well, I want to be able to review, so to say, a leaderboard of the people who have reached out and helped to remove some impediments throughout the day or throughout the sprint, throughout some time frame, so that I could express my gratitude, or the team members could arrange something to express their gratitude to these people. And we should be also mindful about people phrasing same topics differently. So it will be difficult for us as Agile coaches to find a way around all kinds of diverse feedback that we're going to receive from the team members in case if we're going to review it raw. So to make it more convenient, we need to apply some kind of clustering on the topics, on the statements that the team members have shared, give these clusters meaningful names so that we could track them over time and understand what are the shared problems the team members are facing and what are the shared drivers that are actually driving team success. So, of course, we're not going to implement everything in one go. So I would suggest to start with the most basic setup and do the first round of implementation with it. So let's say for the MVP, we can pick the one type of check-in, so checking in about the team members' mood. We want to be able to schedule this check-in, and we want to be able to schedule this in the time zone of the team members, because if the team members are working in different time zones, then I want to send them a message in a convenient time. And the team members should be able to easily reply to the questions by simply replying to the Slack, to the bot's Slack message. The other topics I would move to the next version, and let's put them into the should have and stay with the bare minimum, which is sending questions about the team member's mood, scheduling these questions at the right time based on the team member's time zone, and making it possible to reply these questions by replying the Slack message. And maybe it makes sense actually to specify like more exactly how do I want to see the results as an agile coach. And for this version, we will just need to have a list of the replies. So the team member and the reply. Hmm. Okay, so this will be our features for the first version for our MVP. Now let's move on and let's talk about um, let's move on and let's switch to Cloud Code and start creating the development plan for these features. And before we do this, I would like to show you that I already made some tests creating a simple check-in bot. So basically doing Slack configuration. I created a new workplace in Slack just for us to develop and experiment without spamming anyone with test messages. And in this Slack workplace, I created an application uh, with a certain manifest allowing us to do the things which are necessary for our bot. And that's something that we will give to our Cloud Code instance to start with. The current, sorry, that's the wrong one. So the current check-in bot can send the messages to the team members and receive the replies in the terminal on demand, and this will be enough for us to start building on. Let me just show what it can at the moment. So let me launch. Let me make the URL of the URL available for Slack. So I'm using ngrok to expose the bot that I'm running on my local. So I would need to make a couple of adjustments in the Slack application. That would be the /command description. By the way, if you like to see the steps for creating this Slack bot, then let me know. I can share this. I can share this as a post on Patreon. These were the standard steps for creating a Slack app. These are pretty straightforward. So this is done. Okay. Every time when you launch ngrok, it generates a new URL. So that's why I had to update this. And now let's just do a short demo. So the commands which are currently implemented are check-in, schedule blockers. So the and send blockers now. So send blockers now command posts a message for the team member. This is the only team member, team member that I have added to Slack now for testing. So let's use this command. As you can see, there is the notification is coming on Slack, and here we received a new message. Hello, Louis. What is blocking you right now? Let me reply to this message. And you can see that we have received the reply from the user. What we can also do is we can schedule the same notification for a given period to be sent with a given delay, but I'm not going to do this right now. So that was just to demonstrate the way how the bot will be, the look and feel of the bot. It will also add a mention to the message mentioning the team member, and like I will receive the notification in the activity section. And this is something that I hope Cloud Code will fix, because right now that should be different from test user ID. That should be the name of the person we are referring to. All right. So what should be the steps to create an implementation plan for Cloud Code to turn this very basic bot, which was created just following straightforward instructions on in Slack documentation, to the MVP we have just defined. Let's ask Cloud Code about it. So for that, let me open another terminal window and launch Cloud. As we already have some files in the project, then let's run init command, and Cloud will get familiar with the code base. Plot.md file will capture the details of the existing code base. This will be the memory Claude is going to use while working on the solution. Yes, let's allow to create the file. Let's see. Let's see what is there, what is summarized. This is Slack-bot application built with Flask write Python SDK for automated daily check-ins, responses in threaded messages. So that looks fine. Some explanations on how to launch it. Okay, cool. So now let's write the prompt for Claude Code to create a development plan on this. Claude is very good in following a predefined plan and working autonomously on it. So these are our features. And I'm going to ask Claude to do the following. Um, so we want to keep using the same Slack workplace. Um, with the same app. If we need to modify the YAML file, the manifest of the Slack app, let's ask Claude to create this app and place it in the root of our project. Okay. So this is what the development plan should contain. And now let's list the features. And now let's copy our feature descriptions. Okay, let's give it, let's also write denote code output the plan to the development txt file in the project root. Okay, I see that there is already something that belongs more to the next phases. Like, for example, user and team management, question types, and mood support. Right. Uh, so there will be an architecture change. There will be SQLite database used. Okay. This is overkill that wasn't in our okay, that wasn't in our initial prompt. Let's actually look at the plan. So let me create a copy and let's review it. So existing analytic Flask application. Let's remove this. We don't want to do team user management in the first phase, but let's keep it for future. On the other hand, we will need anyway. I mean, team is an overkill, but users will anyway need the storage for saving the responses, and the users who responded. So I guess it will not make a big difference. So let's move this to must have. Plugin-based question types, very good. Configurable scheduling parties. Message formatting, right? Role-based access. Nice. Okay, everything is separated nicely. So first of all, foundation and refactoring. Hmm. Current functionality works with new architecture. Okay. So let's get some more clarity on the user and team management, how this is going to be. Okay. On first bot interaction, I actually would like to have the users to be registered by the facilitator. So I would pull in the users from the Slack workplace and separate and allocate them to the teams. So let's refactor this part. You can use the backslash to do a new line in the plot terminal. On the other hand, if I'm going to pull all the company employees every time, that's going to um, take time. So instead of pulling all the company in place, let's see uh, if it's possible actually to do this somehow differently. Um, I mean, if you have 300 employees, this is not a problem, but for large companies, that's not going to be possible. So, okay, is there a way to use Slack? Okay, let's go with the recommended approach and modify the plan. So, create Flask web UI with Slack style mention functionality. Implement user search and lookup with Slack API. Okay, the hybrid approach. So let's look into the acceptance criteria. Coach cannot users by typing mentions without a complete. Nice. Search works both flag handles and display names. Um, mhm. Yes, nice. Efficient on-demand lookup. That's what we need. Okay, cool. Changes reflected immediately in the functionality. I guess we will need a lot of automated tests for that. Uh, hmm. Nice. Let's move on question types and mood support. Implement question service with pluggable question types. Hmm. Then let's ask on the question types. Okay, mood can be the emoji scale. Yes, that's nice. Blockers. Okay, I see that Claude actually wants to go for all types of question types. Why not? Let's go for drivers restrainers and moods, blockers, and custom question types. Okay, so that's a little bit different. On the other hand, um, let's still keep it simpler. So let's keep the custom question types for later. Simplify for MVP. Keep 3 question types. That would be mood. That would be drivers. What helps me in my work today. And that would be restrainers. What impediments do I face? Okay, and in this case, mood is Mocha scale. Let's give an example. Okay. So let's see the new acceptance criteria and description. Support 3 core question types for MVP. That's correct. Um, Mood question, emoji scale reactions, drivers for positive, restrainers for impediments, message templates, remove complexity. Okay, good. Uh-huh. Okay, nice. That works. The only thing I wonder if this remove custom complexity for MVP is necessary custom question. Do we have anything else related to custom question? So let's remove this. Let's scroll up. Let's give this task to Claude. Remove custom questions from the plan. Okay, that's one change. Okay. And the demo part, okay. Accept this. We have been at phase 4. Here were question types and mood support. Okay, this is done. Phase 5, time zone aware scheduling. Uh, schedulings. Let's look in the acceptance criteria. Questions automatically sent based on schedule. User time zones properly detected and stored. Schedulers respect individual user time zones. Background job tasks. Let's see how the questions are scheduled per question per user. Mhm. For example, I want to ask about the maybe about the mood in the morning and about drivers midday, about restrainers in the end of the day. Schedule questions by time and frequency. Nice. Respect. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Team-wide schedules. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, that's really good. Coach dashboard. Response aggregation and reporting. Interesting. What is meant by the aggregation here? Um, let's actually ask Claude about this. Okay, that's fine. I mean, for the mood, that totally makes sense. For the drivers and restrainers, let's keep it this way for now. Of course, people will not say exactly the same. Someone will say clear requirements, someone will say precise requirements, so this will not be aggregated, but it's okay for the MVP. We're going to cluster the topics in the next version. So that's good. Automated testing, right? Cover all models and services, 80% coverage goal, integration. Okay, and then manual demonstration scenarios. We will need this for the final phase, which will be the demo with the voiceover that the scripts for which Claude Code is also going to write for us. Okay, cool. It looks like we have a plan, and we are good with the time. So thank you for joining, and looking forward to see you tomorrow at the coding session. Have a good evening.